Good morning, dear students. So, today we are going to start our first chapter, that is matter in our surrounding. So, first of all, we will understand what is the meaning of the topic or the name of the chapter. That is matter in our surrounding. It means that we all are surrounded by different kind of matters. Okay, so when we wake up early in the morning and we look the surroundings, we are simply amazed by the creation of the God. He creates small things, he create a very tiny particles to extremely large mountain in the size. Everything we look around us are different in shape, size and appearance, and you can say in a texture. So a simply question comes in our mind, that how these things are created. Okay, so the scientists are were searching the answer of that, and in the ancient time the philosophers stated that actually the matter is made up of five tattvas. Okay, you all have listened that our body is also made up of five tattvas. What are these five tattvas? Yeah, you can say the five constituent, that is air, earth, water, fire and sky. Okay, so that was the belief of the philosopher in the ancient time. Now what the definition we are giving, yeah, the scientists are giving in a modern way. So we are saying, or the scientists were saying, that anything in the universe, or you can say everything which occupies space has mass, is called matter. Okay, so now let's come and read the definition. Here you see that matter is the substance which have mass, which occupies space. Okay, so this is called matter. Now you can see your notebook, you can see a pen or a star or mountains or sun or planets, air. So you know that everything we see, they are occupying the space. So if anything in the universe, if anything in the world occupies space and have some mass, they are characterized by, they are called as a matter. So you should know the definition of the matter first. Okay, so what is a matter? Matter is anything which occupies space, which have some mass and a volume, you can say. Okay, now when we see the things around us, like when we are saying that a chair. Okay, so if somebody will ask you, is that is a chair, so you will say yeah, chair is a matter, because you know that chair is occupying a space, it has some mass, so definitely chair is a matter. If somebody will say a, is a tea is a matter, then you will say yes, tea is a matter, because you know that tea is a liquid and it will occupy the space. Same, is air is a matter? Yeah, definitely air is a matter, because you see that air is occupying the space also. Okay, and it has some weight, it has some mass also. So anything in the world, anything in the universe which is occupying a space, which have some mass, is called matter. Okay, but when you see the ncrt question number 1, this in the page 3, it was so many things were mentioned, and you have to identify which is the matter and which one is not the matter. Okay, so there are some things written like love, hate. So are this love and hate are the matter? So definitely this love and hate is not considered to be as a matter, because you know that love and hate is just a feeling, they are not an object, they are not occupying any space, they are not they don't have any weight. Okay, so only the things which have space, which occupies space and which have weight or which have mass, they are considered to be as a matter. So love and hate, they are these kind of terms are just a feelings, they are not considered to be as a matter. Okay, so after reading this chapter, after reading this topic, we will also do this question. Now let's talk about the characteristic of the particles. So many characteristic already we discussed in the class. So in the today's video I am going to discuss the three characteristic. That first, which I already told you, that matter is made up of a particle. Okay, so you know that every matter is made up of small tiny particles, that is called that is called atom. Okay, second is that they are continuously moving. Third, they have space between them. And fourth is that they attract each other. Okay, so you know that science needs proof. So how could you prove all this characteristic? So for that we will do a small activities. Okay, so जो first characteristic I told you, that matter is made up of small particles. That activity, that characteristic I already told you. कि how you will prove that? You just crush a piece of a chalk. You can easily find that that chalk which we are saying a matter, when we crush that, we saw that this is made up of a very small particle. So definitely this is made up of a small particles. Okay, now second characteristic is that they are continuously moving. Now how we are going to show that activity? Okay, so what we will do, we will just take a glass of water and we will just one drop, we will just add one drop of ink. You're adding blue ink, whatever you have at your home. Just drop one ink, red color or a blue or a black, whatever is available at your home, and do not stir the solution. After you will see that when you add the red color on it, or the blue or any other colors, you will find that without stirring that, when this ink fell inside the glass, after some time the whole water becomes red in color. Your whole water becomes whatever the ink you drop there. So why it happens? Because you know that particles of the liquid is moving, so that's why the color of the whole liquid becomes red after some time. So this activity is proving that particle of matter are continuously moving. Okay, so let's read. Particle possess kinetic energy. As the temperature rises, particles move faster because of kinetic energy increase. So this statement I already told you, I already explained you in the classroom. I told you then when your mother is cooking a delicious food for you, so with this hot sizzling food, aroma of the hot sizzling food reaches to you several meters far, because you know that kinetic energy means the energy of motion increases when we are increasing the temperature. But the same food, when it becomes cool, yeah, when it becomes cold, you are not getting the smell of that food so far. Why? Because you know that time the temperature decreases, and when the temperature decreases, the kinetic energy, it means the energy of the motion of the particle also decreases. Okay, so the particle of the matter are continuously moving, or which particles are have a maximum kinetic energy. So it is maximum in the case of gases and minimum in the case of a solid. Now let's read the second activity. Yes, second characteristic: particle of matter having a space between them. Now how could you prove that the particle of the matter have a space between them? So for that you will take just a glass of water and add a salt in it. So when you add the salt in it, the level of the water does not increases, that does not rises up. Why? Because when you add a salt inside the glass of water, the particle of the salt goes in the space of the liquid, the space between the liquid. So the level of the water does not increases, because you know that it has some empty space between them, and the particle of the salt goes inside them. So this activity is proving you that particle of matter having space between them. So whose particle have a maximum space? So definitely maximum space you will find in the case of gases, and minimum space you will find in the cases of solid. Now let's read about the third activity. See, particle of matter attract each other. So you know that each and every matter's particle have a good force of attraction. They are attracting each other. So that's why the matter is made up of, because of the force of attraction. Now how could you prove that? See, here you can see the picture of a tap. Now when we open our tap and the water started coming out from this, when we keep our finger in between of the water, you see that we are just breaking the stream of the water, and after, when it is falling down again, the particles attract each other, and the water started falling in the same as it was coming earlier. or you can say some drops of mercury. And when you see that when you are breaking the particles of the mercury, after some time the particles of the mercury comes near to each other because of the strong force of attraction. Okay, so in which matter the force of attraction is maximum? So in the case of solid, the force of attraction is maximum, and in the cases of gas, this force of attraction will be very less. So that's why the particle of the gases are movable and they are moving here and there in the random speed. Okay, so last I'm just going to summarize this topic first. What is a matter? As I told you, matter is anything which occupies a space, which have some mass and volume. Okay, what is the characteristic of matter? As I told you, the first characteristic of the matter is that the particle of the matter, the matter is made up of very small particles. Okay, the second is that the matter have some empty space between them. The third is that the particle of the matter attract each other, and the fourth is that the particle of the matter are continuously moving. Okay, so now what is your work of today? So you have to write these notes in your classwork copy with the beautiful pictures, and the question number first you have to write in the left side of the copy. As I told you in the classroom that NCERT question answers you will do in the left side, notes whatever I will provide you, you will write in the right side. Okay, so question number first, page number 3, you will do it today. That much work you please do it and submit when your copy submission day will be there. Okay, thank you.